Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2. Specifically, Storm of Zehir. We finished off the last campaign of Mask of the Betrayer. Now it's time for a new one. I'm actually very interested and kind of excited to actually do this one. I have never done Storm of Zehir before. This is going to be completely new territory for me, aside from a little bit that I may have seen on a little video that I saw at one point, which tells me a bit about what the mechanics are. But regardless of that, this is going to be very interesting, I think, for a couple reasons. So, let's go ahead and start the new game. And I believe we actually have the proper music for it now, too. Anyway, new campaign, Storm of Zehir. Do Mysteries of Westgate later on, but for now, Storm of Zehir. Goes to level 15 and beyond. Okay. Start campaign. And I will say this right now at the beginning. I actually created a character earlier on just to get it prepared. And I wanted to try something a little different. No, wait. I already created a character. And it is, let's see, Alice Starshield. I don't know why it's doubled yet. Oh, right. It's because I screwed up the creation at one point and had to remake it. Regardless, we have Alice Starshield now. Human, as you'd expect, but also female. Yeah, a bit of a change, I know, but I'll see how I can do. Lawful good and a favored soul. A favored soul, from what I can tell, is basically the same as a cleric. Well, let me put it this way. Favorite soul is to cleric, as sorcerer is to wizard. Cast spells, but a little differently. Strength, low dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Fairly balanced, low on the dexterity, but considering I'm planning on making her a frontline fighter with heavy armor, I think she'll be fine. Let us begin. Also, I did write a biography, if you want to read it there. Yeah, what the hell. Alice was discovered as a baby on the doorstep of the Temple of Tyr. Demonstrating a natural divine power within her and a gift for leadership, she was brought up to become a divine warrior, spreading the word of Tyr's justice through the land. Yes, she's a worshipper of Tyr. Has to be a worshipper of someone. I think it's fitting. Anyway, let us begin.
Well met, friend. I've got some bad news. I guess that's hardly surprising given the other bad luck that's happened the last few days, but anyhow.
It seems a few pages somehow got torn out of the Vigilance passenger manifest. I'll need you to sign the manifest again, for you and the rest of your party. Where's the passenger manifest? It's right by the door that leads below decks. Can't miss it. Have a lot of unusual things been happening on the ship? Aye, here and there. Some of the food we took on at the last stop was spoiled. A number of our drinking barrels got ruptured. And just a few nights ago, Kellen, good man, got himself drunk and pitched headlong overboard. Sunk before we could save him, poor soul. But don't you worry. Vigilance been through worse in the past, and we'll be at Samargol shortly, so we can get new supplies there, fix some problems. Alright, farewell. Well then, sign the manifest and get below decks, traveler. Storm's brewing. I doubt Umberlee means to take it easy on us. But don't worry, the Vigilance weathered far worse. One of the new features in Storm of Zehir is the party conversation system. In a party conversation, you will see the portraits of all party members in the conversation window.
Look alive, you lubbers! Passengers on deck!
You can select the portraits to change the speaker. When a party member that is not the speaker has a response option that is different from the speaker, a speech bubble will appear on their portrait. Your dialogue choices will vary greatly based on many of your party members' attributes, such as skills, class, race, gender, alignment, deity, abilities, and more. Be sure to create a well-balanced party to have more choices in conversations. Note that you can find this and other help messages in your journal under the completed quests category. Noted. And couple things to note here. First, there we have it.
Steady sailing, Captain.
Our, Alice Starshield. Looks nice, don't she? Second, we did level up already, and we've basically leveled up to 4, which is nice. And third, yes, party conversations. conversations involving party members.
I want things
We
back
can
down
make our
tight.
own party
Storm's coming, and I want
of all
nothing
characters
less than
that
all
we
that
decide to
tension.
make.
Have they
4 of
got
them
loose
total.
on your mind?
Which is kind of why I actually decided to make this character off-screen. I made the other 3 characters I'm going to put in this party off-screen as well, so I can just throw them in without having to go through the whole building session on my own.
Lads and lasses.
But yes, quite a bit prepared. Let's go make up the party now, and then we'll, I don't know, go talk to people or something. Should be simple enough. And yes, we're on a ship, which is definitely a new way of starting.
Goldie, Queen of the
I
Depths
like it.
seems to like you, all right. How
Aside
about
from that,
you
I
give
don't
up
think
like
we
a
really
quick
have
prayer?
any equipment
See if
aside
she'll
from
be
these
willing to let
books.
this gale
Wondrous
slip by
item
us, huh?
recipes, armor recipe book, weapon recipe book, enchantment recipe book, and trap and alchemy book. There are no recipes in them, but I can only guess we're going to find them later. Also, we have this icon here in our inventory, which I don't know what is. Anyway, Passenger Manifest. This is the Passenger Manifest for the Vigilant. Register your party. Alright, as I said, we have a few slots that we can put in. Slot 2, we are going to have... Let's see... I'm going to put Juliana Bronzebelly here. A wood elf barbarian. Bit chaotic neutral, but she does happen to work. Low intelligence, but it's fine. Very high strength and dex. I think she'll be a good help. Juliana is a very strange elf. Contrary to the more graceful kin of hers, she is brutish, angry, and a bit of a drunkard. This is due to the fact that she was raised not by elves, but by dwarves. She remains something of a powerful companion regardless. Alright. Third companion we have... Mr. Magellin. A half-elf, lawful neutral, wizard. Should help out quite a bit. Very high intelligence, has some useful stats. Mr. is a mage, yet a mage that is a bit full of himself. With a desire to study all that magic has and learn all the magic there is, he finds it a bit mystifying that others wouldn't want to know just as much as he. Still, at least he is learning. And the last one we have, all the way in the back, Alan Strata, an air genasi, neutral rogue. Low on the wisdom, sure, but the other stats do make up for it. He's pretty strong in other ways. While Alan may be an air genasi, he has also found himself becoming something of a merchant and lover of coin, wooing his way into the wiles of merchants and women alike, all to amass just a bit more wealth. Doesn't mean he doesn't know how to defend himself should his words go wrong, of course, just he prefers words over blades. And there we go. We have party name and party motto and party biography. I don't really have much of an idea of what to name these. I probably should have thought of that more. Let's see, with the default party biography. The founding members of the party banded together in the aftermath of the Shadow War, which left many residents of the northern Sword Coast destitute, bereft, and displaced. These individuals were united by the shared goal of wanting to create better lives for themselves. After many 10 days of trying to find employment in the Neverwinter area, they chanced to meet famed author and explorer Volothamp Gedan. Volo, as he prefers to be called, offered the party a first mission, to accompany him on a long journey to Samarch. Alright, let's accept. And we have our full party here. Right here we have our Juliana here, the Elven Barbarian. Here, Mr. Magellin, our Wizard, and Alan Strata, our Rogue. And we got level ups for all of them, so let's go ahead. I'm going to cut it off screen while I throw in the level ups. Alright, that's all done and completed. Still don't really have items for all these people, but I am going to give all these books. Am I not able to? They're not able to be given away. Okay, well, To sum up, basically, our character here. First up, we have Alice. She's going to be a cleric, and now that I think... And she does have her spells. Healing spells, blessing spells, and that sort of stuff, all to help out, but she's also going to be a frontline fighter, aiming to basically fight on the front lines alongside our barbarian, Juliana Bronzebelly. She's going to be a great assistant and is very focused on it, and will be very focused on a great battle axe. That's the intent there.
I suppose so.
Mr. Magdalene here, he is our mage, and, well, I do actually need to put the various spells we have into his slots, which is going to be varied, but it should overall work. And let's also throw in one of these. And on this side, there we go. Need to rest to get everything to everyone. Mistor is slowly going to work his way towards towards one of the prestige classes. I already got one in mind. Same thing for Alice, who is going to work her way towards Divine Protector, Divine Guardian, Divine Champion, whatever it's called, something like that. Mistor is going to work to one that's going to really help with getting a lot better spells out at lower levels. And finally, Alan Strata. He's a rogue, yes, but his goal is basically to be going to be focusing on daggers and kukris, because he's going to work his way towards, what is it called? Invisible Blade, which basically makes him very good at that sort of thing. But he's also going to be our talker with a skill in, with a whole load of skills. He's got bluff, he's got high appraise, he's also going to be able to hide, trap, and all that sort of stuff. He's our talker. Well, for bluffing and the like.
Yes?
Anyway, let's take a look and talk to the other people around here.
I'm not in a talking mood right now.
Okay then, not you! Let's see what else we got over here. Dallin
Looks like
Evanville.
Talos and Umberly aim to have a nice big fight brewing, trapping us in the middle like they do.
I don't like the look of that storm, but the captain said not to worry. Do you think we'll reach Samargol all right? Oh, god damn it, what the hell? What is happening here?
Up, you bilge rat!
Storm
Trim those
brewing.
sails!
And did
Let's
the
see if we
captain
can't
say
get
we're
a
nearly
good
at
run on this
Samargol?
gale before it hits us.
Dear.
Show it some stern
Hope we can
for a
get there
while.
all right.
This whole thing's screwed up a little. Oh, wait, there we go, that's better. Okay, I have a feeling Volothamp is who we're supposed to talk to there.
High on the horizon there, Master Kajin. Don't like the look of that storm.
First make Kajin,
Greetings, passengers.
Uligar.
I hate landing in Samarak. That place is full of suspicious cowards.
Doluil?
Glad we're landing soon. Take on some new food and water.
Nice.
After Joaquin died from that soup, I've been afraid to eat anything.
What about second mate and rule?
Got a job to do.
Rhianor?
This shouldn't be so frayed. Better add this to the list of weird things happening on the ship lately.
Saldi?
Don't know who to blame for all the stuff
Eyes
that's
on
been
the
going
rigging,
on.
not
The Maid
on
of
the
Misfortune
sky.
or the Sea Queen.
Wave
But
render will
Deshava
do
or
our will with
Umberly.
us no matter
Don't
where
think
you're
even
looking.
the Vigilant can
So
take
keep
much
your
more of
wits about
this.
you.
Okay. Let's talk to the captain, I guess, see if she has anything to say. Actually, let's talk to Volothampi. Also, what's this adventurer's guide? This tome looks like it has seen much use over the years, judging by the varied penmanship evident throughout its many dog-eared and dirt-stained pages. A number of different writers have contributed to it over the years. Browse for useful information. This goes over a lot of information that we have here. Tutorials. Several tutorials will appear during your adventures. These tutorials provide knowledge of things so new that they have not yet been added to the Adventurer's Guide. However, when you receive a tutorial, its wisdom is appended to the completed section of your journal. Okay, movement. We're getting little bits of experience for each of these. Okay, click the mouse button, yada yada, we know how to do that. Inventory, we know about that. Let's see if there's anything new. You can trade objects to other party members. Access another party's inventory, okay, nothing new. Journal, we know about the journal. player menu. Clicking in the Neverwinter Eye. Okay, we know about that. Oh, we do need to rest. A typical party. Typical adventuring party consists of a fighter, a cleric, a wizard, and rogue. Each of these classes features skills and spells which help the party's survival. For example, the fighter in his heavy armor can stand toe-to-toe with monsters, the cleric can cast spells to heal wounds, the wizard can damage or disable groups of enemies from afar, and the rogue can disarm traps and pick stubborn locks. Party members. They'll follow you and fight by your side. You can add and remove party members by using the guest book available at any tavern. Okay. Cohorts. Cohorts are characters that you will meet in your journeys that you can convince to join your party. Some cohorts will only join you in exchange for gold. Other cohorts may only join you after you have completed a quest for them. Certain cohorts will only join you temporarily. Cohorts that you have recruited can be added or removed from the party either by talking to them or by using the guest book, available at any tavern. To talk to a cohort that is in your party, hold down the shift and click on them and then choose talk to. Okay. Puppet mode. Behavior mode available for players who do not want their characters to engage in combat or use items or spells on their own. Good to know. Memorizing spells. We gotta put them in and rest. Quick cast. That's the F key. Looting chests and containers. And we know about that. There's a loot. Oh yeah, there is. Opening locks. We know how to do that. Detecting and disarming traps. Know about that. Sleight of hand. Picking pockets requires a character with a sleight of hand skill, such as a rogue, yada yada yada. Merchants are the best targets of sleight of hand skill, as they almost always have gold or items on them. A talented pickpocket can swipe money and items from the many vendors you will encounter in your travels. I don't think we'll be doing that. Stores. Pretty much standard stuff. Gaining levels, we know all about that. Prestige classes, we have a few. We already know how those work. Combat basics, yeah.
Look alive, you lubbers!
Attacking,
Passengers on deck.
missile weapons, strategy. Equipped with the best available. Prevent having rogues and mages engage in one-on-one combat. Okay. Raising the dead. Fallen party members can be brought back to life via the Raise Dead or Resurrection spells. If you don't have a character capable of casting these spells, a cleric in one of the many temples throughout the game will be happy to provide the service, for a price. You can also purchase coins of life from these temples to carry with you on your travels. However, each coin is capable of raising the dead only once. This is something I heard about. There's permadeath in this. If a character dies, they're dead and gone. I'm going to do my best to avoid this. I want this party to go to the end. Resting? Yes, we know about resting. To rest on the overland map, click on the tent icon at the bottom of the screen. When you rest on the overland map, there is a chance that you will be attacked by a hostile encounter. Resting on certain terrain is more dangerous than others, and the more often you rest on the overland map, the more likely you are to face an encounter. I heard about this overland map. Retiring. You can choose to retire from your adventures at any time. To do this, open the player menu in the lower left corner of the screen and choose Retire. When you retire, you will receive an ending based on your party's progress in the game. To receive the most detailed ending, you must complete the game. It is recommended that you save the game before retiring in case you change your mind. Okay, and close the book. And we got a bunch of, I guess 250 experience from all that. Okay. Let's talk to Volothank.
This is more exciting than the time I found a rare scorpion in my boot. This trip has been quite the adventure.
You're the taunter. Yeah, having a storm coming that might kill us. That sure sounds exciting.
Cheer up, friend. This is a capable crew. I doubt such setbacks will hamper them much. And perhaps Timora will smile on us and throw a little of her luck our way, don't you think?
Damn it. I did it again.
Why, the other day I was about to sit down to a delicious bowl of soup. And my word, I saw a pod of dolphins leaping through the water nearby. I was distracted and someone took my bowl, but the soup within turned out to have gone bad. Poor soul, such a shame, but I'm grateful to those dolphins for saving me with their majesty. Reminds me of earlier when I had to leap out of the way of a maddened pelican, and a crate slipped from a rope and crashed where I had just been.
Oh. Oh, we have different options. You better watch out. You might get attacked by flying fish wielding daggers in their fins.
As much as I appreciate your attempt at levity at such a grave subject, I fear I seem to be a bit much for being in peril these days. Difficult for a man of my, maturity. Distinguishment. Yes. And speaking of peril, that storm seems to be drawing nearer. I'd get below decks if I were you. As for me, I shouldn't push my luck further than Timora can protect me, I know, but I just want to stay up here a bit longer.
Okay, then.
Yes?
Okay, that shows a bit about how things can be different.
Welcome back, traveler. Did you have a look at that passenger manifest?
Alright, nothing else from there. Oh, what did she say? Go on and get below decks now. We need to prepare the Vigilant for the coming storm. Indeed. Let's go below decks. And it just automatically saved. Some members of your party are spellcasters. You may need to memorize spells. Oh, wait, yes. I forgot. No resting is allowed in this area. Okay, then. I guess we can't rest. Our characters are as rested as they can be. So, down below decks.
Looks like Talos and Umberly aim to have a nice...
You go below decks to rest through the coming storm.
Greetings, kind readers. I must congratulate you on your impeccable taste in acquiring this volume. Clearly you have an eye for quality, even if you are, somehow, not familiar with the name Volothamgeddon. Though it has been some time since I delivered to you my last guide, fault entirely lies with my old friend and editor Elminster, who deemed my complete guide to the behavior of nymphs too naughty for print. I feel this tale you hold before you now perhaps my most important work yet. It began as I was journeying on the noble ship the Vigilant, traveling from the Sword Coast to the distant and exotic land of Samarak. A great storm began to gather. Captain Lastry assured the passengers that this storm was no match for the stalwart Vigilant. But Lastry's confidence evaporated when her second mate took the ship's wheel and cried out that it would not return. The captain herself tried vainly to right the error, but the storm threw her aside, knocking her unconscious. At the same time, a cry of terror sounded out as a sailor fell from the rigging into the frothing sea, and the shout of a leak came from below decks. It seemed certain that the Vigilant had been sabotaged, its rudder broken, its rigging shredded, its hull cracked. Helpless to turn against the grip of the storm, the vessel raced headlong toward the jagged coast of Samarak. Desperate to survive the looming fatal impact, the crew of the once proud Vigilant now scrambled to escape the doomed ship. I found myself on a lifeboat shortly after the incident, and in the chaos, the world went dark. When I woke again, it was on the sandy shores of Samarak, and the beginning of a new adventure. Thanks be to all gods. Helenport doesn't have you, huh? The crew tried, but couldn't get you to a lifeboat in time. You were in the rear of the ship when it broke apart. All the others there perished. You're lucky to be alive. Some gods probably got their eye on you.
Where are we?
Well, we made it to Samarak, at least. Not too far from Samarak, the last ship wrecked. Saldi here says the locals call this part of the coastline Umgar's Teeth. Wonder why that is. Bet there's a story behind it.
Probably because of all the rocks.
Ha! Excellent deduction. Now the name Umgar, that's another...
What are all those creatures over there?
Well, I'm afraid to say it, but that looks to be our welcome. Friendly bunch, eh?
Now's no time for humor, you great idiot. They took the captain and the first mate, and we're next.
Easy, lads. We don't know that for certain. They took the captain, true, but they could be trying to negotiate with us.
There is a couple differences. They don't seem to be attacking. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of doing them. They don't seem to be attacking. Do you think they're waiting for us or something else?
Can't say, friend. It's a mystery we've yet to unravel. But luckily, Olothamp get on's never without a plan. I'm the most worldly one here. I've got experience on my side. I'll attempt to parley with them, see if I can get back their prisoners. While I'm chatting, you all will have time to search through the debris for whatever weapons you can find.
Are there any defensible positions in the area?
A wise thought. I'm no disciple of the Red Knight, but I think if we engage the Batiri here, we could keep the folks with spells and ranged weapons up on the hill behind us. Would any of you like to head up there now?
We may be able to fashion makeshift goods from the debris as well.
Yes, quite.
Have you dealt with these creatures before?
I cannot say I have. It sounds like they speak a rather simple dialect of Goblin, and while I have heard that they are rather fearsome, I do consider myself quite the charmer.
Do any of the rest of you have any weapons?
I have my trusty longsword, but I prefer to hold on to it.
I am well trained in the use of such a weapon. It'd be best to let me use it.
Ah, fine. You be good to her, though, you hear me? Return her when all this mess is done. Now, I'd best find myself a gaffarding board or something.
I have a simple short bow and arrows. I'd like to keep them if I could. There's enough debris here to craft something in the meantime.
The hill behind us seems easily defensible. Perhaps you should move there.
Good idea. I shall.
Is there anything else we should be searching for?
Can't say, friend. Healing supplies, ammunition, weapons most of all. Anything you think could be of use should the Batiri attack.
Fellow, what will you do should this result in combat?
Well, as much as I don't enjoy entertaining the thought, I suppose I'll attempt to scrounge for any goods I can find. I'll assist you if the need arises, of course.
Very well. Go to it, Volo.
Then I shall. Duly warn you should it appear that the creatures are soon to attack. But hopefully such a thing will not come to pass.
Death and dying work differently in Storm of Zehir from what you may be accustomed to. When one of your party members reaches 0 hit points, they fall unconscious. You cannot use them again unless you heal them with a healing kit or a spell such as Cure Light Wounds. When a party member goes below 0 hit points, they will be dying, and their hit points will gradually decrease unless they are healed. Healing a dying party member will stabilize them, which keeps them from gradually losing hit points. When a dying character loses half of their total hit points or more, they will be dead. Dead party members can be brought back to life with either a Coin of Life or with a spell such as Raise Dead. If you don't have either of these, then you can go to a Temple of Joaquin, located in most major towns, to purchase healing services and items. Okay, so yeah, permadeath. Not very good. It does strike me, Oh, Coin of Life. What? We each have one.
Follow behind me, alright?
We also have the Adventurer's Guide. Bonus to lore and survival. Okay, that's actually going to be useful. Put the coin back there, and there's the sword for the one who can use it. No, you're not supposed to have the sword. Uh-oh.
Gunmark to Dharma?
Yes?
There we go.
Tin step. Follow me. Yes?
Right, let's get searching for anything that could be useful. There is a whole bunch of stuff back here. Actually, I think this episode has gone on about long enough. We'll talk to them very soon, and we'll deal with this in the next episode, because this episode's gone on about long enough. This is going to be very interesting. Anyway, Next episode, we'll see what we can find. Hopefully get some gear to arm all of us. You are not prepared up on the spell set. Oh, no. Oh, we're all rested up. That's definitely good. Anyway, next episode, we'll see how this goes. Till then, I'm Chester44. That is... let me go through them again. Alice Starshield, Juliana Bronzeberry, Mr. Magellin, and Alan Strata. This has been a Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Storm of Zehir, and I shall see you all next time.